That's such a creepy smile. What are you doing? What? What's happening? What is happening? Why are there so much weird things happening? Why is it scary now that her smile has faded like that? Why? Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben, and today I'll be reacting to Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 2, Episode 14. So after last episode, we have finally made it to Ba Sing Se, and I'm so excited to actually get to see this city. We've only seen like tiny glimpses of it, and from the wall we've seen, it looks absolutely massive, because they said that wall is basically Ba Sing Se. So everything inside it, because we saw farmland, so I'm assuming the farmland is part of the city, and it's not just an outside part. Like, we've seen that giant wall, which is huge, and they've said there's inner walls and stuff, so that's just one part of the thing. Then we also have trains being powered by earthbending, which I love that in itself, so I cannot wait to see what else is going on in this place. But yeah, it's still been so long since Appa's disappearance, and now we're finally in the city. This is where Appa was sent, and I feel like people are going to start colliding now. Jet's here, Zuko, Iroh there, everyone's here now. So stuff's bound to start just clashing, but I need Appa back. I need Aang to find Appa quickly, and now they're finally in the same place, so hopefully we can get closer to that. But as always, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe, as it really does help the channel to grow. And if you do enjoy my content and you want to help support the channel, I do have a Patreon, the link will be in the description. Over there I'm uploading these videos and the full reaction a week in advance, so if that's something you're interested in, feel free to check it out. With that said, let's just dive on in. I absolutely love this train. I think this is such a cool idea that they actually have earthbenders powering it.
Look, the inner wall.
Inner walls. Okay, so you've literally been going through the countryside, so this is still part of the city. That looks huge still.
Hey, don't jinx it. We could still be attacked by some giant exploding Fire Nation spoon.
Very smart.
The city's been submerged in an ocean full of killer shrimp.
Okay, a bit much, but it's good, good not to jinx it.
I'm just saying, weird stuff happens to us.
Yeah. Way to go and prove his point.
Don't worry, Aang. We'll find Appa.
Yes.
It's such a big city.
No, reference it. Good. That means we'll get something.
Where could someone possibly hide?
Okay, that's massive. Okay, how are we gonna find Appa now? This is way bigger than the northern city, isn't it?
Back in the city. Great.
What's the problem?
What?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of walls and rules. You wait. You'll get sick of it in a couple of days.
Okay, yeah, I guess she doesn't like that. Come on. Anything?
I'm coming for you, buddy.
Like, is he not able? Can he hear it? And like, is he just not able to move? What the? That's creepy. That's such a creepy smile. What are you doing?
My name is Judy. I have been given the great honor of showing the Avatar around Ba Sing Se.
Oh!
And you must be Sokka, Katara, and Toph.
Okay, that's quite informed.
We have information about the Fire Nation army that we need to deliver to the Earth King.
Let's begin our tour, and then I'll show you to your new home here.
Okay. That had nothing to do with the Earth King.
We need to talk to the king about the war.
That smile looks so creepy from the side.
You're in Ba Sing Se now. Everyone is safe here.
I'm confused.
What's that wall for?
Protecting us and the ones inside that help maintain order.
No, what?
Are craftsmen and artisans. It's so quaint and lively.
Your smile is so wide. Oh dear.
You do want to watch your step though.
Oh, you're not smiling anymore.
This is why I never came here before. I always heard it was so different from the way the monks taught us to live.
Oh great, is it not as good as we hoped?
I just want our new place to look nice, in case someone brings home a lady friend.
I don't want to make a life here.
Life happens wherever you are.
Okay, so conflict. So Iroh fully is setting up shop here, and then I guess Zuko's got other plans.
Look at them. Firebenders living right under everyone's nose.
You're gonna be so annoying, aren't you?
You saw a man with a hot cup of tea. It doesn't prove he's a firebender.
Thank you.
Are we supposed to attack them? I thought we were starting over here, changing our ways.
This is something I want them to change their ways.
I get the evidence I need, I'll report them to the police and let them handle it.
Okay, that's better, but then it's not great for Iroh and Zuko.
This is the middle ring of Ba Sing Se.
This looks nicer.
Yeah, we met a professor from Ba Sing Se University. He took us to an ancient underground library where we discovered information about the war that is absolutely crucial for the...
That's such a good segue.
Isn't history fascinating? Look!
Why are you so... you're gonna be annoying. So yeah, so Ba Sing Se, I guess ain't that great because they've like separated people through the giant wall.
It's called being handled. Get used to it.
Oh! Okay, good thing you have Toph then, so you can recognize this sort of behavior.
How do you feel?
Ridiculous.
Does this possibly come in a...
Oh wow.
I have extra string in the back. Have some tea while you wait.
This is nice, so they've got little jobs now.
Tea is nothing more than hot leaf juice.
Uncle,
Oh, dear.
that's what all tea.
How could a member of my own family say something so
I love how goofy
horrible?
this is. I love the balance of these episodes. For a while, it was just Zuko got the serious side of the story, and now Iroh was just bringing the goofiness, and Aang had the seriousness.
The upper ring is home to our most important citizens.
Oh,
Your house is not too far from here.
okay. So they really have just divided this entire city and separated all the like classes. Why is there creepy music?
Inside is the royal palace. Those men are
Palace King.
the cultural authority of Ba Sing Se. They are the guardians of all our traditions.
Okay, cool.
One doesn't just pop in on the Earth King.
Avatar, come on. You're not fighting Avatar. It's just like mean nothing here. Oh, I mean the house looked quite nice.
Your request for an audience with the Earth King is being processed and should be put through
Okay.
in about a month.
Month.
Much more quickly than usual.
A month?
That. How much time do you
6
have?
to 8 weeks, actually.
Wait, that's 6. That's not a month. That's near 2. That's near 2 months. Okay, that's ridiculous. Oh, great. Why is this place such a pain? It looks beautiful, but why?
Can't we see the king any sooner?
The Earth King is very busy running the finest city in the world, but he will see you as soon as time permits.
Okay, this is annoying.
To be here for a month, we should spend our time looking for options.
Yes, get back on that.
To escort you anywhere you would like to go.
Awesome.
Oh, I won't get in the way. And to leave
You just got in the way.
where shall we start?
This is gonna be annoying, isn't it? Oh, what the
If someone wanted to sell a stolen animal without anyone knowing, where would they go?
black market?
Where's the black market?
Yeah.
Come on, you know.
Oh, he does know. What? What's happening?
That would be illegal. You'll have to leave now. Your lemur is harassing my sparrowkeets.
They're harassing. Oh no. Wait, what's happening? Judy, what is she doing? Why did she shake her head at the guy? Why did he look afraid of her?
And which of your professors could we ask about the war with the Fire Nation?
What is that?
I'm not a political science student. I have to get to class.
Why are there two people afraid of Judy? That is concerning.
Sorry, no one has seen your bison. Why don't you go get some rest?
Is she leaving?
Someone will be over with dinner later.
So you're even having your food brought to you? I mean, kind of nice, but it's still this kind of lack of freedom. What is happening? Why are there so much weird things happening?
So, Pong, what's going on with this city? Why is everyone here so scared to talk about the war?
Yes, can you talk now that Judy's gone?
Scared? What do you mean?
I can feel you shaking.
Awesome.
I've waited 3 years to get this house. I don't want to get into trouble.
Okay.
You can't mention the war here. And whatever you do, stay away from the Dai Li.
Dai Li, they're with the cultural people. What? This is so weird. Why? Why is it so difficult?
Would you like a pot of tea?
We've been working in a tea shop all day. I'm sick of tea.
Sick of tea? That's like being sick of breathing.
Oh, I will. Come on.
Have you seen our spark rocks to heat up the water?
Okay.
Not there.
No.
Firebend, old man.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I borrowed our neighbor's.
Oh, phew. Thank you, Ira, for being so nice and kind. Okay, at least that bought them some time, I guess. Oh? Mail? What's...
I know how we're gonna see the Earth King.
How are we supposed to do that?
Break in.
One doesn't just pop in on the Earth King.
Oh, you're a Avatar. Just do something. Just burst in. It's not like they can... No, I think you've been arrested by Boomy. Oh, great.
Just says bear.
Certainly you mean his pet skunk bear.
Or his armadillo bear.
Gopher bear? Just bear.
They're making a whole joke about the whole thing. Oh, I look. Yes, it is weird. Okay, this is so funny. So they're making a joke about the weird hybrid animals, and there isn't. There's like a regular one.
But a real society crowd would spot you a mile away. You've got no manners.
You're not exactly Lady Fancy Fingers.
No.
I learned proper society behavior and chose to leave it.
True.
I learned anything. And frankly, it's a little too late.
I love everything about it was just screaming and nothing about it.
How hard can manners be? Good evening, Mr. Sokka Water Tribe. Miss Katara Water Tribe
That's gonna be difficult, isn't it?
of the Momo Dynasty. Your Momoness.
Proud. Oh dear.
But you two would be lucky to pass as busboys.
Yeah.
I feel so fancy.
Oh, I feel bad for Toph. She's gonna have so much work to do. What? Okay, wow, they really got into the spirit of it.
Wow, you look beautiful.
Don't talk to the commoners, Katara. First rule of society.
Okay, no, she's just going to enjoy this, isn't she? I love how random this whole episode feels. Are you still watching?
Oh, great. It's you guys. Where have you been? I could use some help with surveillance here.
No, just stop.
We think you're becoming obsessed with this.
You are.
It's not healthy.
Oh, really?
Can you get through to it?
Maybe you've forgotten why we need to start over. Maybe you've forgotten about how the Fire Nation left us all homeless?
What?
How they wiped out all the people we love?
Okay, but that was the original thing. Why are you starting over from the whole thing you had in the trees? Okay, so he's going off on his own. And he's just going straight into it. That's not good.
This is the best tea in the city.
Secret ingredient is love.
I love how passionate he is. It's great, he's found his calling.
I think you're due for a raise.
Already? Great, you're gonna mess everything up.
These two men are firebenders!
Oh, wait, oh, great, no, you're gonna force him to fight. This is dreadful. I mean, no, Iroh's pretty good. He doesn't need firebending to fight. We've seen that plenty of times.
I saw the old man heating his tea.
He works in a tea shop.
He's a
I love this.
firebender, I'm telling you!
So they're not gonna believe him.
Up your swords, boy. Nice and easy.
Oh, are you soldiers?
Then everyone will know. Go ahead. Show them what you can do.
Yeah, he can do a lot without firebending.
You want a show? I'll give you a show.
Both of them can. Come on, oh, come on. Ah, Zuko can't. Yeah, Zuko can't lose to Jet, surely. Okay, oh, that's.
Invitation, please.
Is that? It's just a bear, isn't it? That's your picture.
Entry without an invitation. Step out of line, please.
Oh.
The Pangs and the Yumsoon Hans are waiting in there for us.
Step out of line.
Can you not blame it on the blindness? Can you say, oh, you picked up the wrong thing? What idea do you have?
I'm sorry to bother you, but my cousin lost our invitations. She's blind.
Oh, you are doing it.
Do you think you could help us? Our family's inside, and I'm sure they're very worried.
I am honored. Please come with me.
Excellent. Okay, great. This is working. It's very formal and respectful. Oh dear, how's this whole manner thing's gonna go?
He's taking all the good stuff.
So it is like an actual bear.
You don't know what I had to do to get seats this near the bear.
Why would you want to be that close to a bear? Okay, so it's just a full-on normal bear with clothes.
I'm Long Feng. I'm a cultural minister to the king.
Long Feng.
Kwame, and this is Dung.
Oh no.
I don't see him right now, but I'm sure we'll find him soon. Thanks for all your help.
Okay, come on, get away, get away.
Don't worry.
What?
Escort, it would be dishonorable to abandon you ladies without finding your family.
You gotta be kidding me. Oh great, no, you're stuck with him. How can you get rid of him?
Where are they? Look, I came up with a backup plan.
Oh.
Dress Momo like a ghost, okay? He flies by the
No.
We blast a hole in the wall.
Or we can go in with these guys.
Perfect, great.
Then we might pass as busboys.
Yeah, okay, do that.
Okay, but remember that Momo ghost plan.
No, forget it, forget it. Okay, back to this, come on.
You must be getting tired of using those swords. Why don't you go ahead and firebend at me?
Don't do it.
Hey, son, you're confused. You don't know what you're doing.
Come on, yes.
Bet you wish he'd help you out with a little fire blast right now.
I mean, it's awesome when you use the swords and the firebending at the same time with the whole earthbending thing, but you do not do it now. Ooh, was that going for kill? I don't know if he's actually trying to kill Jet right now.
You see that? The Fire Nation is trying to silence me.
Oh, great.
It'll never happen.
Because it kind of was a kill. Oh, I need it. Why can't I just have the full fight?
Where are Toph and Katara?
Forget about them. Just keep an eye out for the king.
Oh no, you brought Momo and he's under the hat.
Flowing robe, fancy jewelry.
That could be anyone.
Yeah, that doesn't really narrow it down at all.
Puff, please.
Oh, phew, you found them.
I'd know your little footsteps anywhere, Twinkle Toad.
Sorry, but the guy who escorted us in won't let us out of his sight.
What guy?
Oh, what? He's
What are
gone.
you doing here?
Oh, you're back.
To leave immediately or we'll all be in terrible trouble.
Why do you look scared now?
You don't understand. You must go.
You, would you? Oh, great, no. Ah! Idiots, pure idiots.
The Avatar.
There we go.
I didn't know the Avatar would be here.
Oh, no, you just drawn so much attention. Why is it scary now that her smile has faded like that? Why?
You keep their attention while I look for the king.
Okay, good, they don't know about Sokka, just go. Okay, this is cool. Oh, that's quite pretty, yes. Okay, nice. Good distraction. Entertain the bear, great. So much is happening. This is such a cool fight.
Drop your weapons.
They're the culture people.
This poor boy's confused. We're just simple refugees.
Come on, yes, please believe.
Young man wrecked my tea shop.
Okay, good, they have witnesses.
It's true, sir. We saw the whole thing.
Yes, okay.
Crazy kid attacked the finest tea maker in the city.
Awesome.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Come with us, son.
Oh, what in the... What was with his hands? Oh, wait.
You don't understand.
Are they earthbenders?
You have to believe me.
Okay, that was taken care of quite nicely. Oh, and that looks ominous. Carting him away. You're going to stay loyal to him, aren't you? You can't just let him be and just get on with your new start. You're going to go. You're going to help him. Is this the king? Oh, finally. That's got to be the king. That's very fancy. And loads of guts. It's the king.
The Earth King.
Stop messing with that.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Oh! Straight going over there. What's happening? He's going? Why is he going? What?
Let me go!
Oh, great, no, why are they getting the jet treatment? What? They got tough! Don't get Momo too. Oh, no.
Avatar, it is a great honor to meet you. I am Long Feng.
Okay, it's you.
Secretariat of Ba Sing Se and head of the Dai Li.
Oh.
Your friends will be waiting for us in the library.
Yeah, they got captured by stone hands.
Why won't you let us talk to the king?
Oh, this looks a whole lot darker and ominous.
The Earth King has no time to get involved with political squabbles and the day-to-day minutiae of military activity.
And what's he doing?
What's most important to His Royal Majesty is maintaining the cultural heritage of Ba Sing Se.
What culture will be left if the Fire Nation wins?
It's my job to oversee the rest of the city's resources, including the military.
Okay, so...
King is just a figurehead.
Forget
He's
it.
your puppet.
Just forget about that. Can you give him the information?
His Majesty is an icon, a god to his people. He can't sully his hands with the hourly changes of an endless war.
Okay, who cares about this right now? If he has in charge, is he still on your side?
You could lead an invasion.
Enough! I don't want to hear your ridiculous plan.
You gotta be kidding.
The strict policy of Ba Sing Se that the war not be mentioned within the wall.
I don't mention the war, just mention that there's a solar eclipse coming and it would get rid of firebenders.
You have to believe me, they're firebenders. They won't stop until they win the war.
Oh, what the? They put it around his head?
You're safe now.
What on earth was that?
Our peaceful way of life, our traditions would disappear.
There's no war in Ba Sing Se.
This is so freaky. What are they
talking about? Where do you think all the refugees come from? You can't hide it.
What are they doing?
Silencing talk of conflict, Ba Sing Se remains a peaceful, orderly utopia, the last one on Earth.
So they're just ignoring the war?
Here we are safe. Here we are free.
Are they hypnotizing him?
Can't keep the truth from all these people. They have to know.
How can they hypnotize an entire city?
But from now on, you will be watched every moment by Dai Li agents. If you mention the war to anyone, you will be expelled from the city.
Can they... What?
Stan, you've been looking for your bison. It would be quite a shame if you were not able to complete your quest.
Oh, don't threaten that.
Judy will show you home.
Come with me, please.
What happened to Judy?
What?
I'm Judy. I'll be your host as long as you're in our wonderful city.
That isn't Judy. What's happening? What? Don't end. What is happening? Well, I'm certainly confused from whatever that whole thing was. So, Ba Sing Se is not as great as I wanted it to be. It seems like it's got a whole mess of problems. And, like, what's happened? What has happened? So, you have... the Judy thing has thrown me, like, completely. So... What happened? No, I'm so confused. So Judy, the one that we had, I'm sorry, that scene where her frown, like her smile turned into a frown, that was horrifying. So she's gone, and now has been replaced by another Judy. That seems weird. Is that even her name, or is it just two Judys? Then you've got the whole Earth King being, I guess, a puppet or whatever's happening there. So because I'm not sure how that works then. Is it just Sokka assuming it's a puppet thing? Or is it like what we have in the UK, where we have a royal family, but they do a lot of stuff and head of state, whatever, but the main governance is the government? Is that the kind of thing that's going on here? It's like, who holds the true authority? Is it actually the king, and is he meant to have the authority, or is he just a puppet? Or does the true authority lie in the government? Just because because they still wouldn't accept the information for the wall, so that's not going to work. So they're lying in ignorance. They think they're pretending there isn't a war. They're telling their people there isn't a war. How has that been going on for the war's been going on for 100 years? You have an entire gigantic city that's in complete denial about it? How is that even working? I like the whole hypnotism thing at the end with Jet. So Jet's been captured. Iroh and Zuko seem to be pretty safe. They weren't exposed being firebenders. It seems like there's no thing going there. And they've got a nice little life. So that's going well for them. But then Jet's been taken by the Dai Li. They were cultural people. So... their earthbending was cool. They had gloves, hand gloves things. Is that something Toph could do? Or maybe because she couldn't bend inside the drill. So maybe if she took rocks with her in a glove form, maybe she can do things like that inside other metal machines. But yeah. So anyway, Jet's been captured, and he looked like he's been hypnotized to now believe there isn't a war. That's got to be pretty difficult though, since his entire life has basically been shaped by it. He's become a radical because of the war. How is that even possible to hypnotize him like that? I have so many questions. The Earth King showed up for once and then he just moved away. So is that actually the Earth King, or is that just not him then? I'm so lost. And the whole thing with Appa. So there's what did Judy do? The animal merchant, the black market thing. That was another detail that she shook her head at, and the guy was scared by her. So there's obviously something going on with Judy and how influential she is to people. So we know there must be a black market. The guy seems scared by it, so he does know something. So would they go back to him now because they've got another Judy? I don't know what they're going to do. This feels like a nightmare. My head hurts. Okay, I'm so confused by whatever just happened, so I'm basically just going to ramble through what we saw and see if that makes sense of what I'm thinking. So first off, when we got to Ba Sing Se, we got to see the different walls and how it's structured. And so how many walls were... I'm going to get confused with how many walls there are. I just know there's 3 main sections. You've got the people where all the poor people and the refugees go. That is where Zuko and Iroh currently are, where businesses and, I guess, people working with their hands work, so labourers. So that is basically the poorest part of the city. That's where crime was all the guy with the sword. And then you had the... what was it? They said retail, maybe businesses, so maybe a more fancier bit where I would maybe middle class or higher middle class. Is that where that bit is? Then you had the top bit where I guess royalty, government officials, and the super important people hang out. So that doesn't seem great that they've literally constricted the movement of people with the literal walls. So you have all the poor people shoved far away from all the high class people. So that can't be good. And if anything, that probably speaks to the whole... it probably does help with how making people not believe in the war then, because all the important people aren't surrounded by the people most affected by it. So all the people that have actual ability to make change are going on with life like nothing's nothing's happening. That's oh dear, this system is such a nightmare. I hope we get some history on this city now, because it seems like a kind of giant disaster to actually structure a city like this, that you separate people so drastically, and it's clearly had an effect on how the city's operating. But you still have the Dai Li. They were present throughout the city then. So they were in the main important part, and then they're also in the lower parts with the refugees. So they have some kind of connection. But, I guess, what happens with them then? Because surely you'd have some empathy between them. Or no. Would they just be, mindless soldiers? Would they have full loyalty to, I guess, the Fang guy? So, because you'd think someone seeing everything that's happening with the refugees... Would they then be stationed in the higher bit? Would they not talk? That seems so weird. What's the threat to people not being able to discuss the war? We had that one guy who waited 3 years to have a house in the main bit, who was a government official, so he was afraid that he might lose the house. So how much power does the government have to rearrange everything like this? That was a government official who was afraid of everything. Then I guess we have Judy, who... seemed incredibly freaky. She was just the scene where the train was going by and she was just standing there. That was terrifying. And the giant smile across her face, that is unnatural. And really loved the scene where her smile faded. I think that was more terrifying than when she is smiling. So there's clearly something going on inside her head. I think there's so much the character. It's weird. she was somehow influential and managed to get people to not talk about the black market, not talk about Appa and all of that, and she intimidated a student, and like, so, but then to get replaced like that at the end, that's made me so concerned. Why has she been punished? Is what was her job? Toph said that she was the handler of their group, so it was her job to basically get the outsiders to do, to contain the outsiders. Because they can't exactly shoo the Avatar away, that would send a very bad message then. But her job was to make sure they didn't cause trouble. Of course they did, so now she's being punished. But by who? I guess it must be the Fang guy, because he's the one that introduced them to the other Judy, whatever's going on there. But yeah, then you have Appa, and we have no idea. He wasn't responding to the whistle, so that could only mean that... how far would the whistle go? I don't know how far, because his city was big. I almost feel like maybe he's locked up somewhere and that's why he can't go, but he's a giant bison. You need something pretty big to lock him down. Then the thing that Fang said at the end, it was like, it would be a shame if you couldn't find your bison and get expelled. So does he, that feels like almost a threat. He's clearly got clearly got a lot of intel. Did he know who Toph and Katara were when they met outside the party thing? I'm getting so confused from the details because so much just happened. Their info is scary how, just informed they are, but then using it as a threat for the whole Appa thing is clearly not a nice guy. I thought maybe he could have been, the government body, then you could have given the information to him instead of the king. That way you could still get the whole nation on your side to help fight the Fire Nation, because they still have a war effort there, and they have a military. The Fire Nation were at their doorstep, and they had a military general there to take care of it, or at least try and fail, but you had Aang there, so that worked. So they have that fraction of the whole city, but then inside of it, it just gets completely ignored. I'm so lost on how that they have this nation that have one side the military effort that is fighting the Fire Nation, and the other side that's just completely ignoring it. I think the thing that's just really breaking my brain is the whole Jet part of this story. So he's still going, trying to prove Iroh and Zuko were firebenders, failed miserably, which I'm so thankful for. I'm loving that we got to see a cool fight scene with Zuko not using firebending. I think it's just, every fight scene he gets is so awesome. When he's firebending, it's awesome. When he managed to infuse firebending with the sword fighting in that one episode where he was at that village without Iroh and we got to see the past with his father and mother and all that. That was awesome, getting to see firebending and sword fighting. But now just sword fighting is incredible too, just seeing how skilled he is. But I shouldn't have been concerned. Iroh has done so much without firebending, so has Zuko, so they really don't need to do it. And I guess it puts Jet in a good situation because he isn't a bender, so it makes sense that he wouldn't really be able to do that much to them, and it's just cool seeing Zuko be able to do this much without it. But yeah, so Jet has been arrested by the Dai Li, who are the cultural people, and he was taken to a weird place with a rotating light bulb, and we got a close up on his eyes changing, they were just repeating words over again. So I'm assuming that's hypnotism. Are they forcing him to believe that the war doesn't exist? That feels almost like it should be impossible considering who Jet is. He's been radicalized by the war. He's lost his family and everyone he loves by the war. And that just seemed would they have been able to hypnotize the entire city then? Is that how it's become so hidden? But that just seems impossible to do. You've got so many people would talk. You can see the effects of it. You have refugees there. And where are they going to put Jet out at? It's not like they can shove him back out into the city. He'll see the effects of it, and surely that would kickstart his memory, since it is so defining to him. I mean, just the prospect of being able to hypnotise someone like that seems like a nightmare. What if they did that to Aang? What if they got the Avatar under their control by doing something like that? Was its only purpose to just forget about the war? Is that all they've managed to do yet, or is there more hypnotism stuff they could do? I need to know how deep that goes. Is it just to hypnotise people to think there's no war, or what else could they be hypnotising? But yeah, I think this episode was just insane in how much it managed to do. We've had episodes that have crammed in a whole lot of information before, but this one, it managed to bring me from such joy to such confusion and I wouldn't say hatred. The city's still very cool, but no, I don't like the city anymore because the division that it has. But so Ba Sing Se isn't the place I wanted it to be. It's kind of a nightmare. And the way they played with tone and everything, it started off like this hopeful place and they thought they were going to get everything done quickly, then just gradually progressed into a disaster. You had the whole 6 to 8 week wait before you could meet with the Earth King. Maybe if they waited, would they have even been able to see the Earth King like that? But we know now that I guess he must be a puppet or something like that. So would they even have ever met the Earth King? So it's kind of good that they did infiltrate the party then. They really had no option. It was always going to end like this. Yeah, I think I just love how tricky this episode is. Like, how much it's making me think. I'm definitely going to have to go away and, like, fully think about this episode more. Because there's still so much I don't understand from it. And there's probably stuff I'm missing. I like the comedy bit with the actual bear being there, not being a weird hybrid of anything. That's just, I love how that they're making fun of that whole joke. But, like, I'm just so lost. I think, I'm assuming that as we get through more episodes, that more things will be starting to make sense. But just from this, I can't imagine like someone just watching this and understanding what has happened. All I want is Appa to be back, and all of this nightmare just come crashing down. I need Appa back soon. I think this episode definitely served as just introduction to whatever's happening in Ba Sing Se. We didn't get much development on the main characters. I guess we got to see Toph get more of a spotlight, as she is the one from this sort of society, because I forget that she is from like a very wealthy family. We had a little bit going back to it where she used her influence to get passports for the boat, but of course they couldn't even use them. So it's just nice seeing that come back, but it's still like the main people didn't do a lot. It was the characters are basically as in the know as the audience here. They got It's just shocking how backwards everything that we've just learned is, and how just they managed to twist the whole perspective of what this city was going to be. Because we've always heard that this was basically a place for refugees to start a new life. We've kind of seen that with Zuko and Iroh. Iroh's just gotten a raise, but it doesn't look so great for all the other people there. Iroh's done well because he has a passion and skill for tea, so that's coming in very well, very handy now. But the rest, if you'd think the whole refugee area would be a whole lot more built up if it was this incredible place. It seemed maybe it's overpopulated, but then again, that would be blamed on the war. So there's so much I don't get, and how are they managing to hide it so well? Like, what is even the point of hiding it to begin with? It's just, like, I guess, what is it to protect people? But surely people would know, and they're just using fear to stop people from talking about it. Is it that people actually don't know about the war, or is it people are too afraid to talk about it? So everyone in the city might actually know there's a war, they're just too afraid of what could happen to them. There's so many questions, and I need answers. Yeah, I think the balance of this episode was done very well. We had Zuko and Aang's storyline both be quite serious in this, and they both managed to mix in bits of comedy in there. Because it was just Aang had kind of a goofy storyline, then Zuko got the serious one, or maybe it was the other way around, but they always kept the stories quite separate in tone. You could follow one along, have a nice, serious, deep episode, and then follow the other along, and it would be quite funny. I remember, what was it? It was the one with Sokka getting stuck in a hole, and you had Zuko screaming at the sky and the universe, basically saying, why now have you chosen not to throw everything you have at me? And like the stuff like that. Perfect. And now we've just gone full serious on both sides, yet with these small hints of comedy. Iroh is bringing in the humour and levity in Zuko's side, but still very much serious thanks to Jet. And then you have the whole Aang side of it, where you have Momo, who's the comedy, and I guess Sokka did a bit more, but Momo was definitely centre of it. And you also have the jokes with the bear. So I like how, I guess, it feels weird that we've gone fairly on the seriousness, and I'm wondering if that will stay consistent now that we're in this city. Okay, and then lastly, I just think of where they can possibly go from here. So they've said I'm going to forget his name, Fang, Long Fang. He's said that they're going to be watched and monitored, so that cannot be good. So does that mean they're no longer free to move around? We know they have a new Judy, and she was just a pain to begin with and got in their way when trying to find information. So it seems like they're exactly back at where they started, but worse. So not only did they have to deal with Judy, but they had to deal with being monitored. And if they do anything if they mention the war, they're gone. And they mentioned the war a few times with Judy, and that got covered up. Now, all I want them to do is find Appa. They could leave the city and use the information somewhere else, hopefully. There's got to be other places that can use that information. Maybe go back to the Northern Water Tribe. Maybe they can use it. Because maybe the Northern Water Tribe would even be stronger on an eclipse, because it's the moon blocking out the sun. So maybe waterbending becomes even more powerful. That could be very useful. But then, is it so central that the Earth Nation get on your side with this? Because we've had Earth allies before. You have Boomy, if you can free that place. He might be able to help. But then it's like, I just don't know. Is this part of the nation so important that you have to stay here? Can you just focus on Appa? Can you get him out? Maybe you can leave them to do whatever they want to do, and you just get Appa. Can that work? I just really want Appa back. I just don't care about what the city's going through. I mean, I think it's bad and that they should be taken care of. I just want Appa. If they had Appa, then maybe I'd care more about what's going on in the city. But they don't have him, and we've had nothing for ages. I need to know how he's doing. Last we know, he was sold to a merchant, so at least we know he's not for food. But like, what is happening? We've had no info. And it's not like, it doesn't seem like we're going to get any anytime soon. Now, like, what's going on? There's so much, like, stuff to expect now for the new episodes. We've got Jet, who's been hypnotized with whatever's going on there. So he's clearly going to be sticking around more. We have Zuko and Iroh, who seem to be doing pretty well. So that's what I got to go in for. It's not all bad. Zuko and Iroh are doing well. He's gotten a promotion. They're getting a nice new life. So hopefully that goes well for them, and I can just follow that along. That will keep me a bit sane, and not everything is just dreadful at the minute. So we have that to look forward to. Otherwise, everything just seems pretty bad right now. But yeah, this episode definitely just left me quite mystified and just taken aback from just how much is going on in this city. It's not as happy as I thought it would be. It's kind of just a disaster zone. And now we just have to watch Aang and the team navigate through this mess, while Iroh and Zuko are kind of living well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the next episode. Hopefully we get some info on Appa. I just need something, anything. Just say that he's here. Maybe he's in one. Just tell me which ring he's in, or like what part of the city he's in. I just need something. Okay, that's all I want. But yeah, with that said, that does bring us to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one, where we hopefully get some answers and some understanding of what is actually going on here. So yeah, I will see you then.